Ugh. Getting ready to be my firehouse Santa today. Ugh. Nice and warm. We got a lot of snow out, and this is one of my favorite days. And I don't have to do the show today, right? It's all about, I have it's just on my show. Hey, John, what's up? No, I'm off today, and I'm going to be on the fire truck for Operation Santa in my town. I'm a fireman, that's what I do. Okay. Well, I'll talk to the doc about it. All right. I'm not working today, okay? It's the way it is. Operation Santa comes first in my book, all right? Oh, God. Hey, John, what's up? Okay. Doc, the other John. We're three Johns here. Hey.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Hey! Mad Darbarian, it's me, Doc Dread. Hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it into the cemetery tonight. I'm surrounded by elves. They're everywhere. There they are! By Crom, come here, you little spawns of Satan! Ha! Ha! By Odin's left eye, I will knock the heads off of each and every one of you. Ha! Elves!
You're battling elves. So you can't make the show because it was your week. Okay. Well, I'm on the fire truck today. All right. Well, I'll do my show from the fire truck as I'm driving around. Yeah, I'm Santa today. Ho, freaking ho. All right. I got it, John. I'll talk to you. Bye. Boss, I just talked to Doc. Yeah, I know. There's too many Johns in the show. I know. No. I'm going to do the show from the fire truck. Oh, God, sorry. Yeah, I still have that cap from Cappy's Caps. You want me to wear this ugly as heck cap? Looks like I have a rabbit on my head while I drive around on the fire truck greeting the kids. No. You could tell. All right, here's the deal. If I do a bit for the show not on the fire truck, then maybe I'll wear that hat. I got it on now. I hate it. I swear, John. I mean, for me, the only good use for this is to throw it away. Okay, because Cappy Caps has a lot of money invested in the show. I'll do my best. All right, but I'm not wearing it on the fire truck. Goodbye. Well, I guess I'm doing the show from the fire truck. We'll be back. Ugh! Holy Christmas. So, John is busy fighting elves. According to him, right? I, today, am Santa, for Operation Santa for our fire department. This is where we drive around the neighborhood and, you know, the kids come out, we give them candy canes. It's tradition in our town that the Saturday before Christmas, unless Christmas is on Sunday, right? We go out and we do this every year. It's fantastic. Kids love it. And hey, John. Okay. Wow. Oh, the movie is called Elves with Grizzly Adams. All right. Well, he was just in Chilling, and he was in that other. Yeah, it's our third time with him. No, we've had Elizabeth on the show 5 times, so he's 3. He's number 2. Yeah. Shoot for number 1, but don't step in number 2. I didn't say anything. No. Okay, so we got elves. Can't wait. All right. I got the heavy duty microphone. I will use it while we're on the truck. I'm leaving in 15 minutes. Like, we got snow all over the place. I got to clean the truck off, and I got to climb up on top of the truck. Right? Yeah. Yeah. It ain't easy being a fireman. Yeah, all right. So it ain't easy on the TV station either. All right, boss. I will talk to you later. Okay. All right. Bye. 1, Doc's not here. Right? 2, I gotta wear that stupid Cappy's caps when I'm doing bits. Right? Well, guess what? I'm on the truck. The fire truck. Engine 39.1. And we're cruising the neighborhood. Alright? So I will do my best to make him happy. But trust me, I ain't making him happy today. So let's talk about elves. What's the deal with elves? Okay, let's see. What are the deets on this movie? All right. So this week we are showing the 1989 holiday classic Elves, starring Dan Haggerty. All right, let's look at the deets. When a teenager, Kristen, accidentally cuts her hand during an anti-Christmas pageant ritual with her friends Brooke and Amy in the woods, her spilled blood awakens a demonic Christmas elf. The elf is a central figure in their modern-day neo-Nazi plot to finally bring about the master race to which Hitler always dreamed of in conquering the world. The hell kind of movie is this for Christmas? Movie's rated PG-13, right? So, first of all, right, it's going to ruin what they think about Santa. So, first of all, kids go to bed, right? Movie's rated PG-13, right? Kids can watch it, but, you know, they'll never see Santa the same way again. God knows, because it's Nazis and elves and Dan Haggerty. I don't know what the heck's going on. But, you know, do me a favor. You guys go out and grab your popcorn. I'm heading up to the fire truck, and I will see you in a few minutes. And we'll be back with Elves. God help us. Hey, West Bradford, Santa is on his way. We are on the road for Operation Santa here in West Bradford. We'll be talking to you guys in a few minutes. Ho, ho, ho. All right, we're riding on the truck here. I'm trying to keep my balance because let me tell you, we got the curve. God, all right. So, I got to read this because I don't have my computer, so I'm trying to do this, you know, on top of the truck, and it's tough. All right. So, wait a minute. We're back. Okay. All right. So, we're watching this crazy-ass movie about elves here, right? We got some teenagers who hate Christmas, form an anti-Christmas league, conjure up Nazi elves. Brother is a little pervert spying on his sister in the shower, which is creepy, right? That's just creepy, okay? I had 4 sisters. I never looked at them in the shower. That would be gross. Hey, the mom's a psycho who killed their cat. Like, Merry freaking Christmas, let me kill your cat, right? And then she's stealing the daughter's money. What a holiday classic. This is something that, no, not a holiday. Another turn. Ben, stop, slow down, okay? All right. So, who do we got here, right? Writer-director, Jeffrey Mandel. He was in Superforce, right, as Cyber Chick Firehead. And that's all they got on him. So he wrote and directed 3 really memorable movies. All right. Now, starring our favorite man, Dan, God, gotta get my balance. Dan Haggerty, right? He was a Santa, he's an ex-cop. He was born in Wisconsin, so he must be a good man if he's a Packers fan. He was an actor, producer. He was in Chilling, which we had back in September, right? Big Stan, Elves, Easy Rider. I mean, come on. What a cool movie, right? Abducted, and Grizzly Adams, okay? He died on January 15th in 2016, right? And he used to work as a stuntman. He was on the TV series Tarzan, right? And then he got to be in The Life and Times of Grizzly Adams. Hold on. All right. And he was the only person to have his star removed from the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? Because it was actually to honor another actor, Don Haggerty, right? And the committee made an error in the spelling, but eventually he got his star on the sidewalk back, all right? Then we had the mom, right? Deanna Lund. What a piece of work she was, huh? Right? She's known as an actress, right? She was in Land of the Giants, a TV series from the 60s. That was a great show. I'm telling you, all right? She played Valerie Scott, right? She's a bunch of other roles. She was in Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine with Vincent Price. What a horrible yet fantastic movie. I can't wait till we get that one, right? And then it's her. She was in Dimension 5, Sting of Death, right? Out of Sight. She was in Johnny Tiger, right? And then she was a lesbian stripper in the 1967 Frank Sinatra movie, Tony Romo. All right. She was in Batman, right? The Incredible Hulk, right? She was in a ton of movies. One of those actresses that got job. God, wish she would learn how to drive. All right. The daughter, Jane Austen, known for Elves, Just Twisted Justice, and Extreme Justice. Basically, she got nothing. All right. We're gonna be pulling into one of the streets, and I actually have to do my Santa stuff. All right. So we'll be back. God, you learn to drive down there. All right, we're back. Holy cow, this ride is getting kind of crazy. I can't wait till we get to the main road without all the potholes. All right, so trying to read while they're driving like this is insane. So, Grandpa's a Nazi, all right? Mom knows about the elves, and the daughter is a master is a master race experiment. Merry freaking Christmas, right? So she has to do it with the elf on midnight at Christmas, right? Now, the grandpa is also her dad, right? And then, again, she's a Nazi experiment. But this movie, John, like out of all the movies you could get, what, you going to get like an Easter movie where like the rabbits all die? Come on. All right, so what do we got? So, fast facts, I was looking at some of the reviews they got for this, right? The best thing, Elves, is most definitely the plot. The acting is so-so. The elf itself, yes, there's only one elf, right? It's a bit cheesy. When you get to see it, you know it's not really an elf. So that's what basically it's a Nazi elf, and that's what Nazi elves look like, right? I didn't get bored watching Elves, which I was thankful for. The bizarre plot keeps you wondering what will happen next, especially after the revelations of inbreeding and Nazis. There's one hilarious line when the girl's brother says, "Is everything going to be all right?" To which she replies, "No, Willie, Grandpa's a Nazi." The main problem with Elves is that it doesn't really do much. Yeah, the plot's bizarre, but the film doesn't do it justice. You don't get to see much of the elf, especially because it's not really an elf, right? And the movie's more like a bizarre story being narrated by the characters as opposed to an actual film. All right, more fast facts. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the town, bloody thirsty elves are about to get down. They don't work for Santa anymore. Oh my goodness. God help me, all right? It's not Drill or Killer, but if they made Drill or Killer a Christmas movie, it would be Elves, all right?
You've got mail.
Oh, we got jokes, thank God. All right, so these jokes are from Mary Tyler of Briarcliff, Pennsylvania, wherever the heck that is, right? Why did the elf take the day off from work? He had tinselitis. What do you call a rich elf? A wealth. A poor elf would be elf fair. All right. What kind of money do elves make? Jingle bills. How do elves get their confidence? Through positive elf formations. I don't know, Mary. What's an elf's favorite type of music? Rap music. With a W. All right. Why did the elf get bad grades in school? He wasn't doing his gnome work. Ooh, get the microphone. Why didn't the elf buy a gift for Santa? He was all out of dough. What the elves put on the side of the road when it's icy? Snow cones. What's an elf's favorite sport? Miniature golf. All right, two more. What does an elf eat for lunch? A sandwich wrap. I get another rap joke. All right. And wait. What kind of photos do elves take? Elfies. Like selfies. Oh, there is two more. She got it bottom. What? How does an elf get straight A's? By doing his gnome work every day. So it's the same joke repeated. Mayor, what's wrong? And why did the bad elf get a report card? He had low elf esteem. Yo, you told the same two jokes the same way, but a different sentence. All right, let's get back, because I got more kids to greet. And we'll be back.
Hey, you who, Mad Darbarian? It's me, Doc Dread. Yeah, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. I survived, but they're dead. They're all dead. I killed every last one of them. There's so much blood. I have the blood of thousands of elves upon my hands. It's a stain I will never be able to wash off. I'll try and be there for you next week. Oh, what's that? Okay, he's dead. Eek. Ain't much left of that one. Hey, I'll try and be there for you next week. I'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk soon. What? What? Time for my what? My medication. What? My medication. What? What? Time for my what? My medication. My what? My medication. Time for my what? 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 Medication. Time for my my what? Time for my what? The elves. The elves are driving the garbage truck. No! The blood! Ah! What? The garbage truck. Time for the garbage truck. The elves are driving the garbage. Ah!
And I'm back. Oh my God, what a long day. We were on the fire truck today for 8 hours, and I am beat. Need one of these. We were on the truck 8 hours, and the truck logged 78 miles. That's just driving around my neighborhood, right? Now, my town isn't 78 miles wide, right? But, serious head. The town ain't 78 miles wide. I think we're actually like 10 miles when you do circumference of the town, right? But we only have 10,000 people. We have a ton of farms. So a lot of the back roads that we go to, right, we're actually, driving up side roads just so we could see the kids that are out on the farm. But I am beat. So what'd you guys think of the movie, right? I think it was an elf stinker. It was bad. And as a Christmas movie, it gets 0 stars. As a horror movie, I'll give it 4. No, I'm not gonna give it 4. I'll give it 3. I'll give it 3 stars. Because as a horror movie, it was just insane. You know what I mean? All the good things you want in a horror movie, right? It's just that it was put together all wrong. So as a Christmas movie, buckets, nothing, 0, donut holes, right? As a horror movie, I give it a 3, right? Would I watch it again? Probably if I saw it on, right? Would I take time to sit down and watch it again? Only on reruns of this show. So, right, how did this end, right? So, is she pregnant with the elf, right? And, all the deaths, like Mom's death with the classic radio in the tub. That was perfect. That's what you get for getting rid of the cat, right? And then our man, Dan Haggerty, Grizzly Adams, a great Santa, saves the day. How could you have a better ending to a movie than have Grizzly Adams save the day with this golem-looking creature that's supposed to be an elf? So it was a movie called Elves that had one creature that they called an elf, which actually wasn't an elf. It's a Nazi elf. 3 tombstones. That's all there is to it.
You've got mail.
We got mail. All right, we got mail from a Grace Anderson of Marshallton, Pennsylvania. Hey, Grace, Merry Christmas. All right. So, do you like riding around on the fire truck? I have a blast, right? Even though I'm not a firefighter, I'm a fire police, and we have a different truck that we use, but I love riding around the top of the fire truck. Okay. What do the elves do when you're not at... What do the elves do? Oh, what do the elves do when you're not at the North Pole and you're riding around the fire truck? The elves better be working. because it's 4 days before Christmas, and we got to get all those toys done, right? There's like 4 billion kids in the world, and I got to get to all those places overnight. So the elves better be working. All right. We have one more. One more. This is from Mark Ribio of Westchester, New York. All right. Dear Santa, how many miles do you travel on Christmas Eve into Christmas Day? A lot. I could give you a breakdown, but there's not a number that big. You know, trillion, quadrillion, right? Septrillion, right? This would be like Dipsy Doodle trillion. Like, I got to hit every house on every street all over the world. Now, granted, I get 48 hours to do it because in Australia, right, they're like a day ahead of us. So when you guys are in America and you're sitting hanging out, right, you're like, oh, it's Christmas Eve, it's midnight. Well, Christmas Eve at midnight on the East Coast, right, in Australia, it's already tomorrow afternoon, and they're already done. They're pretty much done their Christmas dinner, right? So I have no idea how many miles, but it's in the quadrillions. All right? All right. So if you want to get a hold of us, just give us an email up here. Drop us a line. If you want to see a movie, let us know. If you got a joke, you got a letter, like a question, let us know. Shoot it in that email, and it goes to the boss first, so be kind, because he gets grumpy sometimes. He's not the Grinch. Maybe Scrooge, but he's not the Grinch. All right? If you want to watch all the cool stuff that we got going on the station, pop by our website or go to our new WWON-TV app for Roku. It's so much easier now. We're still going to be on the Stream on the Budget app, right? But we have our own app now. So if you download that app, and there's instructions that Doc and I put out there for it, you basically go out to your Roku, you type in WWON-TV, you hit download, you see the big 48, you hit download, bang. You don't have to go through any more rigmarole. You just click on our button, all right? And, you know, we have a ton of things going on for the holidays, right? Because it doesn't end after Christmas, even though today's the 26th, right? But you can get all kinds of great programming, right? I know on New Year's, I think they have the I Married Joan Marathon, and they've picked up so much stuff. They picked up Mighty Mouse for this year, which will be totally cool. And they have so many sports on. It's crazy. You guys are going to love it. We got baseball, we got soccer, we got hockey, we have football, we got more football, we got wrestling, right? We'll probably have tennis, golf. I don't know what the heck they got. But, John, if you can pick up the Major League Rugby, I would appreciate that. Because I watch rugby all the time. I play rugby. Rugby's great. All right. If you want to get a hold of Doc, you just go out and you hit hashtag, all right, Dr. Dread Reviews. He is out there, right, and he has a million shows that he does. If you want to go see the one show that's the Doc, it's Dr. Dread Reviews. It's on the Monster Channel. It's usually on at 11:40 or 9:40, depending on what the Monster Channel has going on that week, right? Then you can also watch the Doc every Monday at 5 o'clock on Facebook, right? Go to Dr. Dread Reviews on Facebook, and it's called Murder Table Monday. And he comes out, and he just has a nice little chit-chat with everybody. It's a lot of fun. And a lot of people that are horror hosts with the Monster Channel, right? They're on there. And then a lot of fans, and it's a good time. And the Doc has it every Monday. And at 5 o'clock, it goes half an hour, right? But I tell you, it goes by like that when you're sitting watching it, you know. If you want to get a hold of me, go out to hashtag Mad Darbarian. I'm on I'm on everything. I'm on the Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you name it, I'm on it. And I try to post something every day, either from the show or from some of the goofy stuff that I do, or even like, you know, some of my reviews that I do for like movies that are running currently, right? And and you want to get a hold of Cemetery Cinema, we have a Facebook page and Instagram, right? A YouTube channel, right? Go out there, look us up, right? And you will see all the funny bits we do. For the YouTube, or pardon me, for the Facebook page and the Instagram, we post every day, and we have bits from the show every day, and it's fun. Because what happens is, like, on Monday, after the show's run, right, I sit there and I just cut the show up into little bits, right, so we can put it out there for you guys all to see, right, and you can enjoy the show in little increments. And then on Friday, I usually post the show minus the movie with just our bits, depending on, like, you know, the public domain stuff, right? Because if I post something that's not public domain, sometimes we get banged for copyright. All right, we'll cut all that out. All right, now, all right, out of all the goofy things that I've done, one of the things that I really love to do is I love going out as Santa Claus for the kids every year, right? There's a lot of funny, goofy things that we do, right? You know, like I have a megaphone and I'm getting the kids to sing and all that, right? But when you look at the kids' faces, right, and they don't know I'm a schlub, right? All they do is they see Santa Claus on top of the truck, and it makes their day. I remember as a little kid, right, and Santa, back in the old neighborhood in Darby, right, Santa would come around, but then Santa would come around on Christmas Eve, right? And the last place that they used to always say to us, the last place that Santa was at on the fire truck before he gave out the gifts was in Darby. So it made us feel cool, like, wow, they made Darby a priority. God bless it, right? And for all of you firemen that are out there that do this every year, right? God bless you. The ones that do it in Florida, right? But I did it this weekend, right? Granted, we were 8 hours on the truck, and the high was 23 degrees. When we started, right, it was like 17 degrees, and it was windy. So it was a rough day, you know? But it's a lot of fun seeing the joy in the kids' faces, right? Seeing the joy on the parents' faces when the kids go running out, you know what I mean? And it's one of the best feelings in the world. So, Merry Christmas to you guys from me, your Firehouse Santa, right? And Mad Darbarian, right? And enjoy this little featurette. We did a little montage of all the different things all the different pictures and stuff that people took that day. And even the dogs get into it. It's fun. You know, my elves, right? We had my son Jimmy, Amy, who has been a friend of our family since she was like 5 or 6 years old, right? You have Dylan, right? You had Padme, and then you had Brian, who was the driver on the truck, right? Thank you guys very much. You guys have taken me on this tour for the last 4 years. Next year will be my 5th year, and I couldn't do it without you, right? And most of all, right, thank everybody out there, right, for watching us this year. We had a lot of bumps, a lot of ups and downs, really good movies and really movies. But you guys stuck with us and you watched, and I appreciate that. Okay? So Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week on Cemetery Cinema. See ya. Merry Christmas, good Yule, and enjoy our little featurette.